Good evening and welcome to Kolhapur, Maharashtra. Here we are at the Chhatrapati Shahu Stadium for a Group F encounter between Telangana and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. We are here for the 77th National Football Championship for Santosh Trophy, getting towards the business end of the group stages. Let us see how things stand. Maharashtra, the host of this group, with a perfect nonchalant record to their name, 4 games and 4-1 with a maximum of 12 points. Lakshadweep are the league runners up, and as things stand, they might qualify. But watch out, as today's players, Telangana's players, are aiming to gun down that spot. A victory today would take them above Lakshadweep into the second position and put them in driver's seat for the qualification. The men from the south are yet to win by a convincing margin. They will be definitely looking to score some goals against the struggling Andaman and Nicobar Islands, languishing at the bottom of table, separated from Andhra Pradesh only on goal difference. They still have an outside chance, but a defeat today will mean that they are out of the race for the knockouts. It will be a slim chance, but who knows? Couple of victories picked on the bounce will change the things very quickly, won't it? And improving goal difference, you have to say as well. For a side that hasn't been particularly high on goal, you could say it for either sides, both sides not rich on goals. Telangana with only scoring a solitary goal over the victory against Tripura and have been held goalless by Lakshadweep and Andaman as well. Andaman and Nicobar on the other side have lost heavily to Maharashtra and Tripura and have lost again against Lakshadweep. They have been poor, still searching for that first goal. But these players know that there is some opportunity for the taking. Who will step up? Initially, it will be the players stepping onto the pitch, you have to say. Excited. Every game is a fresh opportunity to start from the scratch. Telangana would be believing more because this win today will definitely increase their chances of making to the knockouts by tenfolds. Andaman and Nicobar certainly have the slightest, you could call it the outsider of the outsider chances to make it. The door is fast closing. Can the players react? All the players gathered, cheering there as the meet and greet starts. Another reminder for you, welcome from wherever you are to Chhatrapati Shahu Stadium from Kolhapur. Telangana taking on Andaman and Nicobar in the Santosh Trophy for the 23-24 season. Again, Maharashtra finding themselves in an easier group, which they have been coasting for. Andaman and Nicobar, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Tripura, Telangana, and Lakshadweep. Largely winnable fixtures, and the favourites haven't disappointed. But the race is on for the second spot. Can Telangana seize this opportunity? Tarun Kumar Biswas making sure that both the captains join hands. Prasenjit Mondal and Riju Mondal assisting him from the sidelines. Bimalendu Mondal will act as the fourth official. Syed Kehan Hussain of Telangana and Nick Leon Francis of Andaman and Nicobar having a warm moment. Velakutti Nair Ratish Kumar will be the match commissioner today. And myself, your commentator Pranav Venkatesh, bringing all the live action to you from this group of encounter. One final team huddles to get their tactics right, positions right. Telangana there, the famous front three of Imran Ali, Shashank Kanoria, and Dharaneshwar Reddy, beg your pardon. They will be looking for goals. They have only scored one in 270 minutes. This will be an opportunity for the front three to go big. Ishan Sarkar in goal. The defense will be shored up by Syed Kehan Hussain, who will be supported by Sheikh Salim and Hangzhou. Shabir Ali Habib Ali making ample changes, rotating it enough so that they won't go tired. Andaman and Nicobar Islands have Satyaraj in goal, their captain Nikhil Francis. Both the sides being captained by the defenders who will be key to their side's chances of keeping a clean sheet and scoring that odd goal. Abdul Anwar, meanwhile, the number 19, the sole forward deployed often, is eyeing a goal. Their side haven't scored a single time at the tournament. Mohammad Sadiq would be hoping that things change today. But it will be hard scoring past an unbreached Telangana defense. Both sides already rotating a lot in the first 3 games of the tournament. You could see players dropping to the bench and the players from the bench making it into the starting lineups. But again, it is a do-or-die clash for Andaman and Nicobar, and Telangana in a better situation, knowing they could go halfway into the knockouts with this victory. Hyderabad's coach, the frantic pace on the touchlines. Goals aren't the first thing that will certainly come to your mind if you think of these teams. But do we have a change in momentum? The coach is eager for the first whistle from the referee, who's just checking the pre-match formalities. Both of these sides aren't the regular rivals you would believe they are. They face each other very rarely, and this is one of these occasions. Who will get the bragging rights? And Andaman and Nicobar Islands get us underway at the Chhatrapati Shahu Stadium. Attacking from left to right of your screen in blue and white are Andaman and Nicobar. And intercepting the ball and trying to go on attack from right to left of your screen in all yellow are Telangana. Trying to take on the entire Telangana midfield, but the midfield are doing well. He gets dispossessed, looks for help, but the referee calls it in his way. Munsong there, winning free kick for Telangana, which they take incredibly quickly. The winger cutting onto his right foot, going for goal. Early attempt on target. Satyaraj called to work within the first minute. How about this? Are they making their intentions clear? Telangana pressing higher up the pitch, winning the possession. Player, a ball a bit stuck underneath his feet. While steadying the formations of both the sides, Telangana are pretty much deploying a stable 4-4-2, aren't they? While for Andaman, it is going to be a 3-pronged attack. 3 of their forwards. Receiving the ball deep in the half, trying to build out attack from the back for the first time. Well, is that the pressing trigger we're going to see all game? The centre back taking a bit too much time on the ball, and the striker of Telangana almost pounced onto him. The coach has laid his plans out well for the players, and they are exploring the gaps well. Munsong's delivery into the middle. First touch is a great one by the striker. He will take it into his stride. Forced to go wide, waved off. The handball appeals were by the referee. Here are Telangana still on the ball. Trying to spread it to the right flank. The winger bends his run perfectly. Can he strike for goal? Great footwork. Past 1, 2, 3 men. And there will be the layoff for the cross from the right back, which will go into the chest of the Andaman goalkeeper. Intense start from Telangana. Andaman are finding it hard to clear their lines already. Now look at the pressure once again. Brilliant effort there from the number 6 Hangzhou to win possession back for his side. Now the number 18 Dharaneshwar Reddy already letting the first shot of the game fly, putting it on target even. Cutting in from the wing, bending one into the hands of the goalkeeper. He would like to do this better. Dominating the early stretches. You kind of expect this, won't you? Andaman haven't been at their best. They've lacked quality in attack and defense. Certainly this is a back header that will be paused by Satyaraj without problems. The striker looked interested. Dharaneshwar Reddy, a live wire. It will go back to the goalkeeper. The header coming out. Well, Ishan Sakar wasn't sure. A little bit of confusion there between the defender and the goalkeeper. Now look at the free gaps in the midfield. The three midfielders are trying to be too narrow, giving Telangana enough space to explode down the wings. On one such occasion now, Dharaneshwar couldn't just manage to keep it in on time. The midfield three of Andaman playing a bit too narrow for their own liking. The captain Francis. It's a delightful find towards the right flank. The winger couldn't control it, and here come Telangana once more. The winger knocking past the fullbacks. Will get the cut back and rolled back, and it's a superb goal. A lovely dummy in the middle. Let it run towards the number 7. Munsong, who made a solid start, will add the goal to his name. Telangana scored just their second goal of the tournament. A lovely leave in the middle, and Munsong had it put on a plate for him. Side footing it past the helpless Satyaraj in goal. Is this the goal that kills Andaman Nicobar in this competition and sends them packing? Meanwhile, for Telangana, it is a huge goal. They jump to the second spot in the table as things stand. And a matter of huge importance for them would be boosting the goal difference. Very, very early goal. In the 4th minute, they started as they meant to. Aggressive attacking down the flanks, utilizing them well. And they had their reward from the cutback. Pomintang Munsong, the number 7, who looked lively in the opening exchanges. At the end of it, to side foot it into the back of the net. Andaman and Nicobar made to pay again for some lapses in concentration. Francis is interested to send it deep into the opposition territory, but he couldn't get it past the Telangana wall. Ishan Sakar coming out, make sure that he escorts it out just as safely as well. The referee unhappy with something, having a little word with Philip Marandi. The striker being physical on the goalkeeper after that exchange. Shashank Kanauja coming very deep, but that pass from the deep wasn't shielded well by his teammate. A chance for Andaman to go forward. It's spread into the flank, the number 6. He's getting that overlapping option. Now Andaman on the forward charge. Can they send the cross in? Shopping past the fullback. The cutback isn't on target. Will be an easy interception for Telangana defense. Andaman in the lead up to that attack had a man down. They went on with the advantage. But now it will be needing some attention, it seems, from the referee. It was a coming together. Both the players had some impact, but it was Alpedes of Andaman and Nicobar who took the brunt of it. It looks like it was an impact injury by the looks of it. Just a heavy coming together between both the players. Always remember, in the world of football, the impact injuries are painful at first, but they are easier to be healed and for the player to be back to his usual best. It is the injuries on the inside that will tamper you, that will break you down eventually. On this occasion, we're very lucky that the player has only got an impact injury. If the magic spray does its thing, he might even be carrying on in the remainder of the game. But as it looks like, Alpedes is down. Maybe that was too heavy of a collision, you have to say. And the player is being stretched off. Sad images, you have to say. Not the kind of start Andaman have expected. A goal down already. And the midfield, Ramjuter is going off injured. A very critical situation for them. They have to deal with it crisis now. Hyderabad will be given the advantage of the drop ball, but remember, Andaman are down to 10 temporarily. The coach will be looking to throw his dice. Let us hope that it is not a serious injury on the number 8. In the meanwhile, the referee books the goal scorer Munsong. Was it Munsong that forced the injury on Alpedes? A very belated action, but one that was well calculated by the referee. They pull the switch now. For entering the fray for Andaman, Telangana trying to take advantage of the extra man they've got on the field. Failing to control the ball. Hangzhou spreads it out wide. A great interception there, but they cannot just get away. Ball well kept in. It will be a throw in for them. And now finally Vishwanathan can enter the fray. Telangana looking relentless, wanting to add the second goal. They see a wound. They want to add some more salt to it by scoring the second goal and killing off the contest early on in the game. Again, not being closed well enough, having time in the middle to pick a spot. There goes the shot from the number 6. Hangzhou thought he could hang one in the lure with that finish, but going well off target. Volleys are often the hardest balls to hit when it was dropping out of the sky, aren't they? It requires great technique and timing from the player, hitting the ball on the sweet spot. Now one more time, down the same wing from where they scored the first goal. The game is pretty much being played in Andaman half. They cannot get away. Cheap passes giving possession away whenever their defense does well to win it back. Telangana doing it well, shifting it from corner to corner of the pitch, right to left, left to right in a flash to keep probing the opposition defense, inspecting them, asking questions constantly. How long can Andaman hold on? The goal kick that goes nowhere. Easy possession for Telangana, but they are very much unhappy, thinking that the throw-in should have gone in their direction. Another questionable delivery. The goalkeeper, Ishan Sarkar, this time makes it to the edge of the box, pouches it carefully. Is this the best that Andaman have to offer in a game of do or die? They're folded early on. They're trying to get themselves out of a pickle once more. Adding a goal will pretty much solve their problems, wouldn't it? On the counter argument, it is easier said than done. For a side that hasn't scored a single goal throughout the tournament, they need to score two now to stay in it. Another world-class switch towards the right flank. Beating the fullback for pace. There is the cross in once again. This time the defenders putting their bodies. And the situation is not yet gone. Three in the middle for Telangana. Loose touch there, but it does come in his favor as he beats the fullback on the turn. Now, down the left flank. Here is the number 19 looking for options, but the Telangana defense falls back in place. Try to chip it into the middle. The ball will go away from them. That comes to nothing. Disappointing from Andaman's point of view. Munsong, the playmaker, playing on that left half space between the winger and the striker. He is the outlet from the defense, receiving the ball and driving at the opposition. And what a through ball that is. The defense caught napping. There goes the toe poke. Will it go in? The ball just rolling wide. The defense had their hearts in mouths for a minute. Superbly done there by Dharaneshwar Reddy. Just poked it past the goalkeeper. It looked like it was going in all the way. Ayan Eka was chasing it at full throttle to make sure that he would clear it off the line. But the ball was somehow off target. Again, look at the gaps in the defense. On this occasion, Hangzhou picking a needle of the eye pass. The angles he's creating so far, they've been very good. The number 6 and 7 of Telangana in the middle of the pitch. Andaman could not simply handle them. Captain Francis looking for options. He will go long inevitably. This might end up becoming a good avenue. He has got some great deliveries in his right foot. He's weaving them to perfection. Hangs on it once more. It looked like the ball would go out of play. But Telangana keeping it in. The lack of pressure from the midfield of Andaman is not helping their cause at all. It looks like a three-man midfield at times, and it looks like they are protected by an additional destroyer behind the three. But nothing has questioned Hyderabad thus far in the game, you have to say. Smooth sailings for them, and here is Hangzhou with the ball. Splitting towards the fullback who cuts in, but this time the run is made a bit sooner. Good call from the assistant referee. Confident and early. And whenever they have the ball, it will be that man on it. He will have it stuck to his feet like a magnet. Always. The ball will gravitate towards their captain, the centre back for Andaman and Nicobar. They are not helping themselves. Here is another chance for the number 3, Imran Ali. Look at the late runners, and this pickup is one of the best. Hyderabad have brought their attacking flair. Is this the game that turns the tournament on its head for them? Yes, they have only scored one goal. It has been down to some wasteful finishing and few passes not being able to provide for their strikers. But in this game, so far, they have created excellent opportunities. Hangzhou in particular, the little number 6, ever so dangerous, isn't he? Will he realize his full potential as Hyderabad progress towards knockouts? Of course, this wouldn't take them to the knockouts, but what this game does, what this victory does in particular, is put them in a driver's seat. They will be the favorites going into the next game. Cross from the half space, the striker making a dash. Fullback caught unaware on that occasion, looking over his shoulder in awe. Sahil Tamang. Deep lying playmakers. The master craftsmen of the midfield art. They will win the ball back and they will play make incredibly. And that is a great test from the striker of Andaman and Nicobar. He's very isolated against a strong Telangana defense. Lunged to perfection. Gave the ball away with a heavy touch. The defender saw the opportunity, took it well. Sliding in, winning nothing but the ball. And there's nothing more to be said at times about Andaman's attacking, disappointing at best. And the number 7 Munsong tries to double his tally with an ambitious effort. Going away from the goal, tries to bury one in the bottom corner. They haven't scored a single goal till now. Coming up against a side that hasn't conceded a single goal. It is going to be a huge ask, but they have to be a little bit bold in their approach. They have got nothing to lose now. Andaman can certainly throw bodies forward into the attack. On the odd occasion, we saw how isolated Abdul Anwar was running down the left wing, all on his own. He had to hold the ball, wait for a good 5 to 10 seconds before he could see the support arriving, and the gap was closed by then. Munsong once more, cutting in, trying to find the run of the striker, but he will pluck it through. The winger is clean through on goal. The goalkeeper coming out to narrow the angle. Does manage it well. Satyaraj surely preventing the second goal. Munsong's run not being put completely clean through on goal, but Shashank Kanogia could have done better perhaps. Take it around the goalkeeper. And now Hangzhou's delivery this time hit with a greater pace than he anticipated. Approaching the end of the first quarter, it has gone according to the script. Telangana came into this game as favourites. They have made the early dominance count with a well-taken finish from Munsong. He is back here in his defensive duties, winning that duel, but couldn't keep the possession. Now, what a strong tackle that is. Andaman need to build on these kind of movements. It will be a chance now. Look at the couple of bodies in the middle. The cross goes towards the center. Centre back standing firm. Heading it out for the first corner of the game. A chance for Andaman and Nicobar to question Telangana's authority over this game. Anshif fancies this in-swinging delivery on his right foot. 5 men in the middle for the men in blue, for the Islanders. Telangana have repelled with aerial threats pretty well this entire tournament. Can they answer this call? Lob too high into the box and not a problem at all for the defense. They will be taking those kind of corners all day long. Trying to keep it on the bend. The number 6 shows good control after a loose touch. Now this is where the coach's tactics come into play. They're retreating into a shell. 4 defenders not helping out the midfielders and presenting passing lanes to them. As a result, they're getting too congested in the middle and are being crowded out by Telangana way too easily. Again on that occasion, we see the captain Francis stretching the defense of Telangana, trying to find a breakthrough. You cannot simply depend on your centre back for chance creation, can you? That midfield has to be functional as well as be creative. They're winning the ball but they're not doing much with it, struggling to progress it through the lines. Now, on this occasion, receiving and keeping it well, again running out of passing options. The three midfielders playing in a line presents you this often. The strikers are in their own world, waiting for service from behind, which they are not going to receive. Now the number 16 has a chance to run. He will release the striker. Here is Abdul Anwar going for goal. He was onside. Perhaps should have taken a touch, cut inside, or even stride towards goal and then strike it later. Abdul Anwar was tempted by the only half chance he was presented with. Nonetheless, a shot on target for Andaman, a step in the right direction. Munsong with a lovely turn. Was frustrated. Philip Marandi shoves the midfielder to the ground. Now look at the run between the defenders. He will be on the end of it. The defender closing his legs in time to prevent the ball from nutmegging him. Again, this is what we were talking about. The being great on the ball, just shielding it and keeping possession in your own half doesn't mean anything if you can't find a passing outlet. The defenders have to be more active in tracking the dangers because Munsong is taking very good positions in this game. Primarily, he's exploiting that gap between the right centre back of Andaman and Nicobar, the captain Francis and the right back. He's feasting in that half space, you have to say. Shashank coming into the duel with full confidence, only to head it out. Beg your pardon, that was defender Sahil Tamang on the occasion. Now look at this again. They couldn't dribble out of the half. We'll just find a simple back pass to the full back. Once more, the captain, certainly his tendency is to go long. And playing in a rush, they lose possession, but a good midfield duel. The challenge wins it back for Andaman. The ball thudding into his own player. A tad unfortunate, you have to say. But Telangana will break out mercilessly. Here is the number 4. Looking to release the striker. The goalkeeper comes out, but doesn't do well enough. And it is an easy finish for the striker. Satyaraj had to do better on that occasion. And Shashank Kanoija adds the second of the game for Telangana. All too easy. A bit unfortunate, you have to say. Couple of deflections. Andaman and Nicobar were looking to break down that center of the pitch. It was a deflection, came out in Telangana's favor. They broke forward. Shashank was released through on goal. You would certainly feel Satyaraj should have done better. He opted to rush out. That was the right choice, but he didn't get any of the ball, allowing Shashank to ghost that finish. The centre back tried his best to prevent it from trickling over, but he couldn't. And Telangana are putting some daylight between them and Andaman. Here are they. Chance to cut the ball back. This time it will only go to the goalkeeper's gloves. They have scored double the entire number of goals they have scored in the tournament in 25 minutes. Well, don't be wondering for long because they've only scored 1 goal before this clash in 3 games. And now in 25 minutes they have 2 to their name. This would have been the game plan of the coach. Attack them through the center, right and left. Just attack. Andaman and the best defense in the land. You can surely take your chances. Captain Francis with another long ping. Now at the end of it, there is a chance. Ferocious strike from the number 19. Had everyone worried over there. A great effort, but perhaps just off target. Well, look at the reactions had it gone in. He absolutely thudded it. Ishan was beaten. He was looking at his defenders. How did the shot come in? Could have been a world-class goal to halve the deficit. Sadly for Abdul Anwar, the ball was off target. Through the feet again, Dharaneshwar Reddy playing the exchange with Munsong. Tamang spreads it to Handsong. Again, another cute little pass between the lines. Centre backs alert, but it will come back in. Knocking past them. Can it be kept in? It is kept in. Cleared by the centre back, and the finish is to perfection. Well, this is getting damaging now. Shashank gets one more. At the stroke of the half an hour mark. This is a much better finish than the first one. And outside of the boot shot, the cutback tamely cleared. He waited for the opportunity. Just lashed his left boot at it. The captain perhaps wished he got some more distance on it. They're getting attracted towards one side of the pitch, leaving spaces in the middle, and he pulls out the same celebration in less than 5 minutes. Stinging brace from Shashank Kanoija. All but ends Andaman stay in this tournament. As the players head out for a bit for cooling break. This has been a hot start from Telangana, and Andaman certainly do need to cool themselves. Shashank Kanoija, superb brace in a span of 3 minutes. He will be looking for his hat-trick as Telangana are relentless coming into this crucial game. We'll be back shortly. Back out again for the kickoff. Andaman and Nicobar. This is their fourth kickoff in one half. They would certainly get tired of doing it time and time again. We'll be hoping that their defense doesn't give them another chance in the half. Having no pressure whatsoever, they're playing at their own pace. Switching passes between the back line and attacking at will. Sahil Tamang gets it out wide for Dharaneshwar. That's a fair tackle, says the referee. Andaman must be cautious. It is in this zone they're getting dispossessed time and time again. Will win a throw on this occasion. You could attribute the second goal to an unfortunate deflection that was much down the line than their own half, but still you could count it as an unfortunate situation as Andaman were building out on a promising attack. But the first and third goals from Telangana were absolutely class. Even the third goal to an extent, the clearance just wasn't well cooked enough. But the strike it took from Shashank was special, and the first goal was simply a beautiful move put to bed by Munsong. Classy football runs in the veins of this state, doesn't it? Telangana, spearheaded by the city of Hyderabad, that has supplied legends of yesteryear of the previous millennium for Indian football. The men that have made every single one of us proud. Syed Abdul Rahim, Syed Moinuddin, Peter Tangraj, the famous class of Hyderabad, representing India at the 1952 Summer Olympics. They had their legendary status, and the team was a glorious side in the past. They won the tournament a couple of times, In the 56-57 season and the 57-58 season, consecutive years you have to say, when Hyderabad, the state was at its peak of powers. Well, later on, it was a long road for them. Telangana wasn't around back then. It only used to be Hyderabad Football Association, which was later joined by Andhra Pradesh to form the Andhra Pradesh football team. They debuted in the 1959-60 season, and they were sticking together ever since, till the state was bifurcated once more in 2013-14. This modern Telangana side, with Hyderabad included and all the other cities of the glorious state, made its debut in the tournament in the 2015-16 season. The Hyderabad city was surely a glorious one. Its rich history was there. But again, as the country changed, the sport couldn't just gain enough traction. The side slipped through, and now they're slowly on the process of rediscovering their legacy. Hyderabad have a great history to look upon and draw inspiration from. Will this be the season? Will this be the another famous clash of Hyderabad and Telangana that makes it all the way? Yes, they've only finished in the group stages in the previous season, but every season, remember, it's a fresh opportunity. There will be stories, there will be underdogs, there will be new heroes. And this bunch wants to be that. This is a very good performance, albeit against a lesser opposition. The defenses will get strong. They will be facing tougher defenses than this, harder to break. They will be facing rapid attacks than this, putting intense pressure on their midfield. But this is some performance from the state speaking Telugu. The job is not done yet. They need to negotiate this second half and get a result in the next game to qualify. But Andaman have something to say, don't they? Abdul Anwar released, but the centre back had his eyes on him all the way along. Had a greater starting position, intercepted the attack out. Now coming from the deep, Dharaneshwar, here is Imran Ali, spreading it to the middle. And not every time Hangzhou's pass is accurate. Even he can misplace some passes, can't he? Now here is Anwar, shipping it with the outside of his boot. The referee even looked for the offside flag. It didn't come up, but the ball was overhit on that occasion. Ishan Sarkar will have no problems. Into the final 10 minutes of the half. Here are Hyderabad down the right wing. Another box entry, easy as anything for them. Gets the cross in, and it must be tapped home. It is tapped home from the rebound. Well, they're 4 for the good. It is just way too easy for them. Munsong adding another to him. Again, the right man at the right position. The goalkeeper parrying it straight into him. Munsong took a touch before he blasted it into the empty net. 2 players with braces. Well, almost all of the goals have come from cutbacks. The first, third and fourth. Down the right wing, beating the left back, cutting it back in, finding the back of the net. Easy formula there for Hyderabad. Their coach has brewed to perfection, and the players are executing it just as well. Andaman are being overwhelmed on their wings. They don't have an answer. Except this, of course. Here is one more delightful long ball from Francis, on the end of which it is a Telangana defender once more, to his disappointment. Now this is where the structure is not supporting them. You see two strikers doing the press and not being complimented by the midfield at all. After beating the two-man press, it is acres of green space for Telangana to target. Now Imran Ali dancing through challenges. Good turn by Dharaneshwar Reddy, but the defender was alert as he snatches the ball away. The possession stats would make for a fair reading. Andaman have kept a fair share of their possession as well, but they aren't just able to do it better. They're rotating the ball in their own half, getting dispossessed, not able to attack at all. And on this occasion, once more, look at the time they're having. Here is Hangzhou. Munsong for Imran Ali. That's a smart burst of pace. He will find Munsong again, going for hat trick. Blocked well. Only towards the edge of the box. There goes the shot. The number 8, the captain Syed Kahan Hussain, having his eyes on goal. Two of his players are on hat trick already. Who will be getting the first? Wager your bets. Munsong or Shashank. Their goal difference is being boosted very, very seriously now. Telangana doing themselves a huge favor by not relaxing after taking a goal lead. They saw the weakness, they saw the blood. They are going for it every time they get a chance down that right flank of their. One more time, Francis's long ball. The centre back just proving his way too good for the winger. And wow, look at the skill as well. Quick turn of pace. Munsong. Ball from Hangzhou, well received by Dharaneshwar. This was the switch we were anticipating, weren't we? Dharaneshwar was playing on the left flank initially, and it was Imran Ali through the middle. They've interchanged their positions. Dharaneshwar through the middle now and Imran on the left. And now trying to play out from the back. Look at the press intensely from Hyderabad, from Telangana, beg your pardon. They managed to beat the opening three, but they will fall victims in the hands of the midfield of Telangana. They're trying to bait them, use their level best of efforts. They even surpassed that press from Telangana's front three. But the midfield proves a huge rock, huge thorn in the process. The goalkeeper coming out doesn't win it clearly. There is still a chance. Good tussle. Dharaneshwar giving up midway. The number 16 of Andaman Nicobar wins a free kick for his side. I would like to see Andaman Nicobar come out of the shell once. Try to be technical, just beat the midfield pivot. Offer some runs from the midfielders, taking up half spaces. Telangana cannot be all over the pitch at once. Just try to occupy a pocket of space. Be available as the passing option for your teammate. And now a chance. Imran Ali colliding there. Hangzhou takes it to their favorite right flank. Going towards the byline. There comes the cutback. Imran Ali fails to connect it. Tried to do the reverse flick. The idea was right, but the execution went wrong. The ball ballooned off his feet. And Dharaneshwar Reddy was almost there to pounce. How easy it has become for them. Almost as if they're playing a video game, doing the same thing over and over again. Going to that right wing, making it to the touch line and cutting it back. Now as we head towards the final minute of the half, Telangana trying to make it 5. Pushing so high up the pitch even with a 4-goal advantage this late in the half. And again playing that 1-2 successfully round the block of Andaman and Nicobar, but the cross is overhit. Will be a thing of interest for Telangana to chase, and they do keep it in fact. Sahil Tamang towards the middle. That's a superb reverse pass. The ideas have been very, very good in this Telangana side when it comes to attack. Well, you'd certainly wonder where was all this attacking flair in the previous 3 games. Is this just a weaker defense opening up avenues for them? Or have they got their training ground routines into perfect sync on the pitch now? Hangzhou particularly, the commentators cursing, striking him. As he tried to play that ambitious ball and give it away. Look at this burst of pace. Past the fullback. Bursting into life once more. Left-footed cross deflected towards the goal by the striker. Just not enough to find a teammate. But it did hit a defender before going out. A first corner for Telangana. Four minutes of added time, factoring in an injury suffered early on in the half by Andaman and Nicobar Islands to the number 8 Alpedes. Maybe, just maybe, the game could have been different if we had the technical ability of Alpedes in the midfield. On many promising situations for Andaman, he could have made the difference, escaping away from the midfield clutches of Telangana and joining that attack to defense. It is another concerning sign for them. The captain, Leon Francis, the key centre back, taking the impact. They cannot simply afford to lose him, a leader on the pitch and a key creator from the back. Goes the in-swinger, chance to make it 5. Headed wide on that occasion. Satyaraj will gladly see the ball sail over his post. Francis as well, that's a relief. Some relief you have to say for Andaman. You cannot say it's a complete relief looking at that scoreline. And a neat piece of skill to retain possession. What comes afterwards is a bit disappointing from Andaman. Watch out for the sudden press. The front 3 looking like hawks for opportunity. There comes the midfield pressing trigger now. Here is Francis once more. That right boot swinging so many times deliciously, but not to success even once. He's trying his best to find that killer pass and set Abdul Anwar clean through on goal. having two jobs at once, keep the opposition at bay, in which the team has failed as a collective unit, and at least try to find some attacking spark. Stats don't lie. Telangana have been the side on brilliant top. 10 shots, 6 of them on target, 4 ending up in the back of the net. For Andaman, just a meager 2. But the shot that didn't end up on target from Abdul Anwar was the shot that could have been the highlight of the match. Despite Telangana scoring 4, you could say. Such was the ferociousness of that volley. And now, this is becoming easier, but Francis reading the danger well on this occasion. The flicking bouncing ball comes to their cause. Final minute of the injury time. Telangana looking to close out the half on a high. Now Dharaneshwar Reddy once more on the wing. The fullbacks just don't know whom to mark. But on this occasion, a good interception. But as always, the pass out is a poor one. Telangana have a player down. Reeling in some discomfort. The referee would like to close out the half. Well, the player is down and we might have the half-time whistle, but no, the referee calls for medical attention and not the half-time whistle. A normal collision, you have to say, maybe he took hard impact after the fall rather than the coming together maybe. He'll be just taken to the sidelines for receiving treatment. The player will be glad knowing that he heads into a 15-minute break to recover from the slight pain, use some magic spray, and get back on the field. As his side looks to increase their tally, this throw-in will be taken. The referee says, yes, there is time. The captain, Syed Kahan Hussain. Have a chance to cross from the right half space. High and wide. Will be escorted out, which might be the things for this half. And now, there goes the halftime whistle. It was expected. The referee did as much as he could. And when he saw the attack was going nowhere, he brings it to a halt. Telangana have been ruthless in this clash. Early goal from Munsong was sandwiched by a quick fire brace from Shashank Kanodia before Munsong added one more to his tally. But it looked like every goal was an action replay of the other because 3 of them came from cutbacks on the right flank. They have been good value for the lead, taking a huge step towards making it to the knockout in the right direction, banishing the ghosts of the past year. Telangana started strong, the defense untested yet, 3.5 games in, no goal scored past, and Andaman and Nicobar Islands don't look like scoring another goal, even if we play for another 400 minutes. The midfield has been lacking creativity. That was the cutback, perfectly put on a plate. A dummy in the middle. Before it was side-footed home by the number 7 Munsong early in the game. They weren't happy with that single goal advantage. For a side that has only scored 1 in 3 games, this was an opportunity to keep increasing that advantage. The Andaman striker reprimanded there for going too heavy. And the topo from Dharaneshwar Reddy. Everybody in the stadium looking where it was going. On that occasion, Satyara denying Shashank, but the second time of asking he was nowhere to be seen. slipped out, but let Shashank's Topo get past him. The centre back trying his everything to keep it off target. Shashank lapped it up by adding one more shortly 3 minutes afterwards. This was the ferocious volley we were talking about. Could have been the best goal of the game. On this occasion, the captain's clearance coming only as far as Shashank on the penalty spot. Superb technique, left footed, outside of the boot, back of the net, in that crowded corner. He's enjoying his time on the field. Frustrations boiling out, and this time a parry by the goalkeeper who should have done better. No doubts. Came to Munsong, took a touch, blasted it into the roof of the net. Two players on braces. And that was Hangzhou's effort. Then curl back in on time. Great half of football from Telangana. They will surely look to build on this and score more goals and boost their tally. 10 shots, 6 on target. A mere 2 for Andaman with only 1 being on target. The possession, incredibly, Andaman and Nicobar boss it. They have like 2/3 of the ball completely to themselves, of which they have created next to nothing of considerable importance. Their main source of inspiration, the long balls, the pings from the captain Francis at the back. Can these sides use these 15 minutes to do anything different? Join us back shortly. Welcome back to the second half action from Chhatrapati Shahu Stadium from Kolhapur. We're just seconds away from the live action. 15 minutes of coach's talk. Would have been fairly simple from the coach's point of view. For Telangana, it would be a matter of avoiding injuries, silly bookings, and seeing through the second half. And possibly score a couple of goals that would boost their chances. Meanwhile, for Andaman, it would be damage limitation of the highest order. We see that already as they make a couple of substitutions, trying to alter the inevitable. Well, now, a surprise from Telangana. The man with the brace, the number 11, Srishank Kanogia, withdrawn for the number 10, Saif Hussain Ansari. Purely from a rest point of view, you have to say. Well, the kind of security goal difference now gives Telangana is something that they would be very happy with. They are on 8 points right now. If they are unable to take anything in the final game, and if the opposition does manage to draw, they will be the side that goes through, courtesy of a better goal difference. So even if they lose their next game, there is a chance for Telangana to progress. Such is the good effect of goal difference they're making now. Now isolated against the fullback. He comes on top of that duel. A little bit of risk there. Andaman not able to take good effect of that. First bit of confusion in the box for Telangana. The next fixture will be that blockbuster clash against Maharashtra. They know what is coming for them, don't they? It will be the toughest game of this group for them. On the final day, without surety on the qualification, they have to go in blindly. Their opposition for the second spot, Lakshadweep, would be taking on Tripura, who would be all but out if Telangana managed to take 3 points from this game. They will be on 8, and Tripura, if they do manage to get a result against Lakshadweep, they will be dragging Lakshadweep home as well. The table is making for an interesting scenario heading into the final match day. Maharashtra's top spot is confirmed, but they will certainly play a huge role in the fate of the other three teams. Of the other two, rather, because Lakshadweep and Telangana would be the only teams standing in contention if the full-time whistle is blown today with this scoreline. Now, again, darting into the penalty box, the cutback, finding someone's feet. This time, a crucial block to prevent the fifth for Andaman and Nicobar. Once more around the penalty box. The player had all the time in the world to finish that opportunity. The number 7 Munsong on a hat-trick. You expected him to bury it in the back of the net, didn't you? The shot from outside, the goalkeeper parrying it. He will still parry it a second time. Telangana aren't going away. An extremely strong start to the second half as well. But Andaman trying to bring a flavor of press to the game with the substitutions. It is the easy give and go on the right flank. The fullback sits down. Not able to keep up, but here is a chance for Andaman to break. Ball held well. Switch it to the right flank. A driving run through the center. The striker is released towards playing on the shoulder of the last man. And Shif needed it being played out to the wing rather than being central. Here is the substitute. The fullback puts a great dash in to take the ball out of play. Now another perfect opportunity to stamp on the 5-star display. Second corner. Tamang with this delivery, headed into the net. Now how easy this is. This is just a session of practice for Telangana. The number 6 Hangzhou, the midfield maestro, on the score sheet from a corner. No resistance offered, free run and a header to perfection into the bottom corner. The fullback, the number 12, Sahil Tamang picking up an assist, and the midfield maestro, Kamchinkup Hangzhou with the finish. It's just too easy for them now. Coach, you could still hear him forcing his captain Syed Khan Hussain to jump forward into the attack and get something out of it. They're letting the heads drop. Andaman and Nicobar. I've got one more corner to deal. It is that man again with the delivery. All eyes on Hangzhou. The pocket rocket from the middle of the pitch. Making a late run once more. It has got too much height on it. Still was a free header. The striker just heading it wide of goal. Sunil on this occasion, the defender. A towering header of the ball. Andaman and Nicobar have already conceded 8 goals to Maharashtra. And with a little under 40 minutes to go, there will be flashbacks running in the mind. Can they take that sort of damage once again? 6 goals in total for Telangana, of which you'd be shocked to find out that 5 were scored today. Only one before, and Andaman and Nicobar are yet to open their account. Still looking to take away small joys from this tournament. And once more, the forward drive is just missing from the players, forcing the captain to launch over the top. Yet again, to no effect. The referee allowing the substitution. Replacement for the number 9, who is bleeding from the eye sockets. He did take a hit. Is it going to be a straw for treatment, or with the player head off? A nasty collision there. The substitute who had just come onto the field, number 9 Nixon. Well, the shocking thing is the referee had to stop the play because the player was reluctant to stop. How about that for some spirit? Battle hardened spirit, and now play clean through on goal. The flag goes up. There's the physicality on display once more. Saif Hussain Ansari, the substitute, playing through Dharaneshwar Reddy. Doing well on this occasion to beat the press. But look at that line of Telangana. 5 men standing all over the pitch, very few gaps between them to pick. A silly foul conceded. Going for the ball, the number 7 trips down the captain of Telangana. Andaman's history at the tournament, not the glorious past you'd expect. Coming from the Union Territory, the Islanders on the side of Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean. They are certainly trying to grow as a footballing entity. And just like that, Telangana at their 6th. It is Sunil who was headed wide from the corner who converts this one. An easy finish this time for Sunil from a corner. From a free kick, beg your pardon. And now Telangana withdrawing Munsong as well. We are not going to see a hat-trick until or unless we get incredible goals from either the substitute or Sunil or Hangzhou. The ball dropping onto his head. Sunil accepts the gift, heads it into the ground, past the goalkeeper. There should have been a save as well. It has been a goalkeeping nightmare for Satyaraj in the Andaman and Nicobar goal. The custodian has suffered. He could have easily prevented 3 goals with the 6 scored. Meanwhile, for Telangana, they have used this opportunity to rest Munsong as well. Both the players with braces to their names, Munsong and Shashank, withdrawn. The coach certainly has his eyes on the biggie coming up over the weekend. The game against Maharashtra for their future. You certainly wouldn't know how badly it will hurt to be in this position after 4 games and not make it to the next round after losing the final game. They are unbeaten, they are yet to concede, but that could all change in 90 minutes if things don't go to plan against Maharashtra. Well, do you expect a rotated Maharashtra side? Because they are through to the knockouts. They know that they will be the group winners. 4 games, 4 wins. Will they be rotating? Telangana would certainly hope that Maharashtra would launch a weekend starting lineup and their players could take the fight against them. Not to say they couldn't take it against the first team, but mind you, Maharashtra are a very, very strong side. Telangana have to up their game by 10 folds if they want to beat them and make it to the knockouts. But again, a draw would also be a favourable result if and only if Lakshadweep failed to pick up a draw. Failed to pick up a victory in the final fixture. Will make for an interesting kickoff. We have kickoffs at the same times. All eyes will be glued on the final match day. With that game in mind, the coach is making substitutions already. 2 of the crucial players, Shashank and Munsong, withdrawn. I don't think it will be long before Hangzhou gets hooked off as well to get a half an hour rest. Sunil, the scorer of the 6th. Trying to bend this run, the fullback charges aggressively. This might be the first booking of the game. Absolutely needless. From the number 16 of Andaman, just sheer frustration there. Muhammad Munir into the book already. Now, can they convert the 3rd set piece? This time the goalkeeper says no gifts given. A corner and a free kick. Both set pieces used to perfection from Telangana. This time the ball in from deep only goes to the striker. They will come out for the 7th goal. trying to hold the possession, even keeps it in play. On the byline now, the fullback doesn't give up. One more cross, claimed by the goalkeeper, is not bogged down by the mistakes. Another shove. This time the call coming in Andaman's favor. They can have the free kick this time. Telangana once more on the ball, looking to slice their opponents open. Andaman and Nicobar can't stop what is happening. It's just out of their depth now. Perhaps wondering, it wasn't this one-sided even in the game against Maharashtra. That was the opener of the tournament. They put up a better fight but still lost by 8-0. This time it has been nothing but being grilled in their own half. Not able to create anything on the ball. It's a punishment belted out to them by Telangana. And the worst part is they have to endure this for another half an hour. With constant fears of whether the 8-goal blemish would be repeated. Formations, tactics, nothing is working for them. It's just the might of Telangana being too good. Now they have a free kick in the right channel. The captain Francis going forward on that occasion, winning a foul himself. Can they use this set piece to grab a consolation, the first goal of the tournament at least? They will try to take it short. You can definitely say it backfired easily. Telangana saw it coming. Now the follow-up cross. Nobody to aim at the far post. A serious threat of being hit on the break. The layoff down the left flank. The centre back using his body to perfection, allowing Satyaraj to clear it up. Well into the Telangana half. They will come back once more. Cutting back past challenges. Ultimately, caught out by the midfield destroyer. He will keep the ball in. Pretty much interested. There goes the cross. The header downwards. A barrage of shots from Telangana. Trying to find everything at Satyaraj's goal to make the scoreline as big as possible. And now they're just having fun. The header being collected by Ishan Sarkar on a single hand. It's a bit about wanting fun for them as well. The goalkeeper has been barely involved, not even taking goal kicks or receiving passes from his centre backs. He has been made a spectator. The occasional long balls from Francis were being headed to him. He had to be there for the first shot that was on target, and his presence wouldn't have mattered for the second, because if it was on target, it was certainly going in. Apart from those shots from Andaman and Nicobar, he has been a spectator, probably with the best seat in the house for watching all 6 goals scored by his teammates. Long switch from the left, right to the right. They're experimenting everything that they want to try in the next big game. Will be a coach's dream. Score plenty of goals, maintain a clean sheet, get the result early, substitute your key players off, give them a rest, and then to the rest. Give the minutes for fringe players, see how they play, try new tactics, everything rolled into one. The best scenario you could imagine for any team in the world now. But for the team on the opposite end of that, it is an absolute worst feeling. Missed by 1 and 2 centre backs, but the goalkeeper is alert. If any forward like Philip Marandi of Andaman and Nicobar could capitalize. The goalkeeper goes down, making the save. And now, he's going dribbling into the box, looking for support, backed up against the defender. His cross will be cleared easily. But the follow-ups won't be. Trying to go inside. There is Hangzhou. His influence has kind of waned on the game, you have to say. Was much more direct in the first half, creating opportunities and being on the ball. The first 30 minutes in particular, because he has been subdued after that. Missed by the defense, a chance to drive, a 4 versus 3 situation. The striker trying to play an over-ambitious ball instead of the simple pass available to the wing. Ends the attack, trying to be superhuman. Midway through the second half, the solid showing in the first half being continued by Telangana in a similar fashion. But this time, couple of goals coming from set pieces, a corner and a free kick, a refreshing change. Their midfielders and defenders getting involved. The score sheet. The goalkeeper coming out. The three go for the ball. The defender, the goalkeeper, and the winger. It's a huge mistake. It's a monumental mistake at the back. Cleared straight to the substitute. Saif Ansari was unable to hit it first time into the empty net. By the time he took his touch, the goalkeeper was back in it. Lapses of concentration, certainly that is the only thing we're looking at here. The defense playing erratic balls from the back. The goalkeeper and the centre backs lacking communication. This is what bounds to happen. Once more possession handed over to Telangana on the turnover now. Look at the intensity with which they're throwing bodies forward even in 70th minute. The luxury of the substitutes gives you that. Ball pinched and cleared well. The number 7 trying all the tricks in the book to break the captain Syed Khan Hussain, but he will only end up giving the ball away. On this occasion, the layoff into the box is aimed at no one. The goalkeeper claims it easily. Now they are only asking for trouble. Why cannot Andaman and Nicobar go for a long goal kick? Try to get the ball from their own half as far as possible. One more occasion. Giving the ball away while trying to play out. Spread to the right wing. Can we see one patient build-up play from the men in blue? Now that's a good one too. Making the spin as well. A 360 executed to perfection wins the foul from Hangzhou. A bit of real quality from the captain Francis. Probably they should try playing him further up the pitch, perhaps. Is he being burdened by his defensive duties? Will he do a better job higher up the pitch? A shirt pull in the middle, in the build up. Free kick for Telangana. Andaman and Nicobar still not able to find the first of the tournament. Will they ever score one? It remains a mystery. Despite that touch, they do manage to keep the ball. Now look at the run of the striker. The number 7, just as he was to run onto it, Sunil making a crucial lunge to slide the ball away. Now Andaman trying to build a sustained attack. The commentators curse ending it and turning over the possession to Telangana. Has been one-way traffic, but in the second half, the possession stats at halftime would have definitely got you wondering what was happening. And now here is a chance to go for goal, the number 7. Not the best in any sense. That was a tame effort. Unshif. He tried to wrap his foot around the ball and get the bend on it, but ends up toe poking it straight and wide out instead of getting the curl on the ball. And now the cross. Ishan interested just for a second. I thought it was going to the lone winger, would head it down easily, but the goalkeeper showing some great involvement, getting on to things. A positive period of play for Andaman and Nicobar, perhaps. Hangzhou's through ball. Again, once more in the box, but this time off a deflection and into the goalkeeper's arms. All the glorious sides in Telangana state history. Yes, they were different. They were a different entity back then, either being Andhra Pradesh or Hyderabad, but it all counts as the same in the history books. The same city, Hyderabad, delivering to Telangana's culture. They had forwards, the legendary forwards who have represented India on all levels, most notably in the Summer Olympics in the 1950s. The great sides of them had attacking flair beyond measure. In this tournament, they struggled for goals, but not today. This game, they have found their attacking touch. Can they make use of it in the big clash against Maharashtra? Can they carry on the momentum? Looking for options, spreading to the right flank. The ball a bit heavy. Cooling break for the players as we march on towards the final lap of the game, final 15 minutes. The game has petered out a little bit. Both sides losing that high intensity. They've made peace with the result. They're only playing for the final whistle now. Andaman and Nicobar couldn't wait to get out of this and get a nice and warm shower. They just can't keep thinking about that 8-0 against Maharashtra and this result. Because the Islanders, they are a developing team. It will take time for them to make it to the top level. These are all a part of the learning curve, you have to believe. Now intense press coming from Telangana. It is a penalty. The defender bundling into the striker over there. Easy decision, nothing else. The referee was only left with one choice. Losing the possession once more. The number 3 clean through on goal. Imran Ali causing all sorts of troubles. Being taken to the ground. And a chance to take Telangana to the 7th heaven. And of course, it will not be 7. That's a terrible penalty. The goalkeeper went down the wrong way, but the striker had other ideas. Well. The number 17, Mohammad Aman, casually rolls it wide of the left post. A great chance to add the 7th goal, put on a silver platter. But Aman passes it down the left post. And there comes the beautiful sunset. We're heading towards that season of the year where the temperatures drop quite a bit early. The sunsets are all happening early. The chilly weather sets in. Andaman still not giving up. They're trying to build something, trying to take a single positive out of this game. That might just be the consolation goal they get, their opener at the tournament. The most surprising thing from this game would be the possession stats. Would you believe that Andaman and Nicobar Islands had 65% of the ball in the first half and held 4 goals? A booking for the number 2 of Telangana, the substitute Karthik getting into the book for a rough challenge over there. A bit too eager to make his mark. The substitute, hot head from him. Took a heavy touch, went in strong. Now Andaman still continuing to build attacks. The captain, Francis, going for goal. Wow. Where did he pull this from? Just there would only be one request from all the players. Let him play up front. Look at the skill he had. How beautiful was that? From the number 14, Nicoleon Francis, the Andaman and Nicobar captain for you, ladies and gentlemen.
The footwork to drag the ball back and again put it out and latch that shot. Easy being wasted at centre back. Perhaps a position forward. A central midfielder would suit him perhaps. Chipping the corner into the middle. Another substitutions, couple of substitutions for Andaman, you have to say, making sure that every player gets the time they deserve on the pitch. Telangana caught on the ball. What a rare scene that is today. Heavy touch. Will he be able to retain possession? He does brilliantly to get through 1-2 and innumerable challenges. But one defender becomes too many for him as he couldn't find the end ball. Now once more, here are Telangana. Down the left flank. From the deep, he has time. Will he go for goal? Kept alive on the right hand side. The captain cannot keep it going. The Telangana captain playing as the right back now. The number 4 with a great dash. The cutback is in. This was the same cutback that caused all sorts of troubles to Andaman and Nicobar in the first half. Trying to mimic it once more, but this time with a key cast off the field. And now another penalty. A lazy lunge after losing the ball. Telangana are gift trapped one more chance to make it 7. The moment he slipped, he knew there was something going on. The striker got the ball away. He would certainly argue that was a slip and wasn't deliberate. But he lazily kicked the feet. He will take a yellow. And now, the second time of asking. Can Telangana convert? The goalkeeper Satyaraj cannot save it this time, and the strike won't be wide. It will be 7. Imran Ali makes no mistakes from the spot. Powerful penalty towards the left corner. The goalkeeper didn't dive. He expected him to go centrally. But even if he died, it wouldn't have mattered. Such a good penalty from Imran Ali, showing how it is done. And they're only one goal of the scoreline of their opener from the tournament. An 8-0 defeat against Maharashtra. Andaman haven't been the same since, and it could be 8 in a fraction. That goal kick might turn out Indian attack for them. The number 7 flying past challenges. Spreads it to the right wing. Can they provide bodies in the middle? Still going through. There has to be a pass at the end of it. Gets taken down and wins a free kick. But certainly, you will bet on it that Francis will be the man who will walk up and say that I'll convert this. The number 9 Nixon showing all the skills in the book to shield the ball and run away with it. Telangana so close to their fourth clean sheet on the bounce. As expected, it is the opposition captain Francis. Can he break Telangana's clean sheet record? The number 14 going for goal gets it up, but it does not bend back down on time. Ever close, ever so far. Well. All this would not matter. They're going into the game in incredible form. At Telangana, 7 goals scored, 8 if you count all the games. That makes an average of 2 goals per game. That is simply not true because 7 have come in the penultimate game of the group. And the clean sheet part you cannot hide. The defense has been too good. But you could counter argue that they haven't been tested well. In the next game against Maharashtra, all it takes is one slip. They cannot lose that game. They cannot lose that contest against Maharashtra. Even a draw would be futile if Lakshadweep do manage to get a result against Tripura. Telangana, despite all the heroics, have to go for that victory now over Maharashtra. Will be a huge game that decides the future of this group. Lobbed into the box, the goalkeeper calls it early and gets for it. This sort of communication broke down many times between that back line of Andaman and Nicobar. Now once more, going for the eighth goal. They are ever so hungry. That shot isn't the best of his career. Certainly, he would like to erase that moment from history if he gets the chance. Captain Francis. His passing stats would make for an interesting reading. Certainly, he is a centre back by position, but not by heart, but not by the play style. He might have surely had greater amount of passes and successful long balls than the midfielders and the wingers even. The captain, one man army, fighting ever so hard for Andaman to get something. The goalkeeper's kick out, not claimed well. The captain of Telangana beaten there by skill. The number 7 Anshim, but the ball will finally go out. The ball stuck under the feet of multiple players. Finally coming to the magic wounds, the magic wands of Telangana. Raiding down the left flank. Wanting the ball to be played there. With full confidence that he would be the fullback, but the fullback had other plans. Going into the middle, the player The striker of Telangana manhandling the centre back will be a violation, says the referee. A chance to push long. Final minute of normal time. Andaman and Nicobar will be hearing the thing they've craved for since a long time. The full time whistle. Intercepted in the middle again by Telangana. They're enjoying the football. All the players, including the substitutes and the starters that are left with, they could surely continue this game for another 30 minutes and try to add more goals. But this is only what they will get. And in the next clash against Maharashtra, I promise you that this won't be that simple. Now, how good is that exchange? There is a chance to cross the ball in the middle. Will he square it? Looking for options. The centre back making a huge block. 6 minutes of added time. Now, once more, the number 4, the defender cleverly putting the body in between the ball and the player this time instead of going for the player alone. Satyaraj's kicking has been considerably better, you have to say. Maybe should they have tried these long goal kicks earlier in the game when they were under much more pressure. Maybe get the ball far and far away from your goal instead of trying to play it short. Repeatedly get caught trying to play out from the back. These are the small changes, these are the small factors that make huge differences in games like these. What if they resorted to taking long goal kicks, utilizing Satyaraj's kicking prowesses from the get go? Cut out well. After going 6 down, you expected them to fold, but accept a couple of penalties and rash tackles. Now Francis is just putting on a show here. What a spin that is! He has completely joined the attack. There is the number 7. Towards the edge of the box. Still trying to score their first goal. Overcommitting forward, and now Telangana can hit on the break. They will take it slow. They do not have any need whatsoever to play a quick game. An attempted goal scuffed in the beginning, you have to say. The goalkeeper will certainly claim it. Every player in this Andaman and Nicobar lineup would have certainly felt at one point that he should have done this better. He should have done this earlier because this has been a better side. In the 20-25 minutes after the hour mark, they've been playing better football, taking more risks, passing the ball around, giving options for each other. Maybe, just maybe, had they started the game with this intent, we could have had a different contest altogether. But as things stand, they will slip to the bottom of the table along with getting knocked out of the tournament. And the referee takes a small tumble as he hits in the midriff, as he gets hit in the midriff. The last and the final substitution for Telangana.
Substitution by Telangana.
Now the number 10 trying to get a toe poke, hoping somebody would be end of that, but he's not getting any such thing, says the defenders. But he has some great intensity to win the ball back. They missed. There is driving through presence in the first half very sorely. Whenever they had the ball, their first priority was to shield it and then think of the next pass. But when you are playing as a midfielder, you have to have that pausa and think of your next step before you even receive the ball. You cannot focus on trapping the ball, shielding it first, and then passing. Your mind should be set on the next pass just before you start to receive the ball. Hitting the pecs of the player, and the ball would certainly fly out in Telangana's favor. Chasing the eighth. Pass to the flank cutout. Well cleared the centre back, making sure that he wins the challenge. And his partner will win a free kick for him in turn. As he takes blunt contact from the substitute striker of Telangana. Into the final minute of the injury time. This Group F is going right to the wire. Telangana have let their guard a little down. You could certainly give them that, because for 70 to 80 minutes they were on top of Andaman and Nicobar. Now it had to be a pass to the flank. The frustrations boiling between the Andaman and Nicobar players. There was an opportunity. The player made himself onside, was waiting on the flank to whip it into the box. A wasted opportunity there, I have to say, for Andaman. We have hit the end of the 96 minutes. Just at the referee's discretion now. This contest has reached its conclusion long ago. The players had to do the formalities on the pitch. Captain Francis. One final attack perhaps. And shockingly, Andaman trying to play it backwards might force the referee to end the contest. Another long ball, played not to perfection, and that will be it for the day, says the referee as he brings curtains on a historic thumping of Andaman and Nicobar Islands from Telangana. A brilliant first half display was backed up by a controlled and measured performance in the second. We have seen all three set piece goals in the second half. Hangzhou, a free header from the corner, and Batala Sunil converting from a free kick. Imran Ali, in the 83rd minute, putting the cherry on top with a seventh goal after his compatriot Aman missed a penalty a mere moments ago. The second time of asking, Imran stepped up, converted the penalty calmly to put Telangana in a crucial position heading into the final match day of this group. They are second, but remember, they could only be second if they manage to win against Maharashtra, if they are to remain the masters of their own destiny. Anything less than a victory would mean that their progression to the next round will depend on the clash between Lakshadweep versus Tripura. For Andaman and Nicobar Islands, this confirms that they're out of the tournament mathematically. Well, they never looked likely to be the knockout side. But again, football isn't done until everything is settled on the pitch. A proper thumping. The Gulf in class, Telangana using all the goals they had in themselves over the games. They had one goal in three games, but all the XG they've accumulated, all the attacking flair they had, has come out today against Andaman and Nicobar and put them to sword extremely. That was Shashank toe poking the second goal of the side. And adding another one just a couple of minutes later with a well taken left footed outside of the boot hit. And before the break, it would be Munsong who opened the scoring. that would close it for the half as well. It was a bit shocking. We expected one of them would get to hat trick for sure, but after the half-time break, Shashank was withdrawn and Munsong was too. But on that occasion, that was Hanzo nodding the cross in, deliciously put on a plate by Sahil Tamang. Batala Sunil missed a corner early on, but the free kick was simply too good to be turned down as he headed it into the bottom of the ground and the net. Perhaps the goalkeeper could have saved 2 or 3 of those goals, certainly. And then the final touches put from the penalty spot after the first one was missed by his teammate. Thumping performance from Telangana. 19 shots. The difference between their shots and shots on target will be the total number of shots Andaman have attempted. Merely 2 on target, never troubling the opposition goalkeeper. Possession swinging almightily in Telangana's favor, 69%. That is greater than 2/3 of the ball under the spell. Andaman and Nicobar Islands, their journey in the Santosh Trophy will carry on for a single game at least. But Telangana have their fortune in their own hands. A huge date against Maharashtra coming up. Can they step up? Can they perform? Can they turn off the previous disappointments and make it to the knockout stages? The full-time score at the Chhatrapati Shahu Stadium, Kolhapur reads Telangana 7, Andaman and Nicobar nil for the 77th National Football Championships for Santosh Trophy 23-24 season.